Let's pause and take this part slow because there's a lot of misinformation in regards to what I just shared with you about sellers agents no longer being able to explicitly share a commission on the MLS. Some people mistakenly conclude that sellers are no longer able to pay or compensate buyers agents. That's not the case. It's much more nuanced than that. But before we get into all the weeds, let me just make it very clear. Historically speaking, sellers never had to do anything. They weren't required or forced to do anything. Even before the lawsuit, sellers, they could have offered nothing to buyer's agents all along. Or they could have offered $50 to buyer's agents. Heck, they could have just skipped agents from representing them altogether and gone the FSBO route. FSBO stands for for sale by owner. But the reason why 90% or more of sellers do not go these routes is because they wouldn't have been able to sell their home. And I'm not saying at all. I'm talking about selling their home for the most amount of money, so the highest value, in the least amount of time, which is most desirable. Sometimes there's other, factors involved, like, hey, I need to sell my home in a specific period of time because that's when I have to move jobs, like relocation, right? So agents can help you orchestrate that. And on top of price and timing, it's the lowest or most mitigated liabilities, because there are a lot of legal problems that do come out of home sales. That's what I mean by 9 out of 10 sellers or homeowners using a professional agent to sell their home. Professional realtors specialize in fiduciary duty. Fiduciary duty just stands for client's best interest. Depending on the client's needs, agents mitigate the risk of liabilities through proper procedures, such as industry best contracts, correctly filled out disclosures, licensed inspections, adhering to set time periods, navigating contingencies, and ultimately just closing the sale altogether while delivering the most amount of money to the home seller in the desired time frame as best as humanly possible. Cue the NAR rule change stage left. To put it bluntly, the NAR rule change and settlement just makes life much more difficult for sellers, buyers, and agents of both sides moving forward. No one wins.